You guys are in for a sweet treat today, guys. Um, I'm so excited that I finally convinced my Valentine, Angus Zavo, to join us on the show today. I've been asking him to come on for the last 2 years, and you have wiggled your way out of it every time, but finally I caught you in the hot seat. And what better for it than Valentine's Day?
It had to be a topic that I would love.
Ooh, that was sweet. Yeah, we're nerds. I told you that I would go through a list of questions and that sort of thing. But before we do that, I just wanted to introduce my hubby because he's a really great guy. Um, and he really makes everything work in our family. He's our glue. And he is passionate about lots of neat things. And I love being around him. And I just wanted to thank you for coming on today.
Wow, that was very nice of you to say.
I don't do that very often.
why, why don't you say this more often? But I'm happy to be finally on here, and you're a great person too, and I love the energy that you bring to life and to everyone around you, and you are a shining light in our world. So
I did not pay him. This is unsolicited, guys, but maybe not because I just kind of went through a list of things that I liked about you. So I thought because we really do like music that we could tonight, introduce a couple songs that we enjoy and give a little background to some of the things that, we've listened to over the years. But before we do that, I thought that we could talk about our first date or first concert rather. Do you remember the band that we went to go see?
wasn't it Franz Ferdinand?
It was. It was. It was. It was in Saskatoon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one of those moments where I realized, oh yeah, like this guy kind of likes some good music, like I do. And then after that, do you remember the next show we saw?
No, I don't.
I have no idea either.
I thought you knew and you were going to tell me.
No, the fact that I remembered that one, I was pretty proud of myself. But I remember that we saw the new pornographers at that same venue later on, like months after that. And then we went to a couple good music festivals over the years. Like, I know it was like everybody's thing, Coachella, but we did it before everybody was doing it.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. We're trailblazers. But do you remember the band that we were at when I first said I love you to you?
Mother, mother.
It was.
I remember we were drinking a little
It was in
too.
the multi-purpose room at the U of R.
Yes, lots of memories at the good old U of R.
Yeah.
I loved Mother, Mother. They were good, and they made you kind of want to shake it a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and what else? We've also seen, in Saskatoon, the Jazz Fest. When
The
we saw,
Roots.
I saw the Roots there in the gardens at the
He had
Bessborough.
that tuba, that boop, boop, boop. Do you remember that?
That was an amazing show.
It was a good show.
Yeah. And we've been, all over lots of places to see different bands.
Remember when we saw Florence and the Machine?
Oh, yeah, in Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in an outdoor amphitheater. That was amazing. She
I-
ran through the crowds, through
It was
the
really
aisles.
good. Really good. That reminds me of going to Robin in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah, that was a great concert.
Oh, I really liked that one.
Have we been to a bad concert?
Remember we went that bar that was like behind Dairy Queen on Park Street?
The Pump?
I swear it was. And we were listening to something.
Sloan.
Holy moly, they did not want to start. And it was like midnight. And I'm like, they haven't played one song I know yet. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I
that?
do. I remember it was like that's when we first started feeling old because we went home at the encore and they were like, okay, now that you guys have been here super late, we're gonna play an encore of another album or something. And we both had work in the morning and said, nuts to this. We're going to bed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let me pose a question to you. What would you say was my favorite like musician of all time?
I would go with Robin.
I gave it away. I talked about it
Shouldn't.
already. I was like, why did I already say we went to that concert? Yeah, I really like Robin. I've liked her since like the Show Me Love days, but like she's evolved like a fine wine. And she only releases like, solid albums that you can't like turn off. And I really enjoyed that about her. And I'm going to ask the same question to me. What would I say was your favorite artist? And it's Pearl Jam.
Yeah, of course.
And we went and saw Pearl Jam in Saskatoon, actually. There you guys go. Woohoo.
It was, yeah, and I was in the fan club at the time, so our tickets were in the second row center on the floor there, so we got a great view of that concert.
It did give me an appreciation for his singing ability. I had no idea that he had like such a good voice. And the concert itself changed my perspective of Eddie Vedder. Interestingly enough, Gus is such a fan of Eddie Vedder that we had a dog named Vedder. He just passed away this, last year. We're still missing him.
Rest in peace.
It feels weird saying last year. It was just in December, so it doesn't feel like it was like last year. But
he could growl like Eddie Vedder. I think that was the connection.
No.
Yeah.
Like, it's all shaggy and like rough.
I should have put him in some plaid.
Yeah.
Corduroy.
Yeah. I also am a big fan of our generation was like soundtracks of albums.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah. I was thinking of a few that I really liked.
Yeah?
Forrest Gump soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we had great compilation albums of oldies before then. Maybe Good Morning Vietnam. I remember that was a good soundtrack my parents had that I liked.
Forrest Gump was a double album, wasn't it? Two CDs?
It was double the fun, yeah. You know what, though? They charge you more for that. They were jerks about that sort of thing back then. They made so much money back then off of that.
What else? Dazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah. Slow Ride.
Yeah, they actually released like a supplemental soundtrack to that too, because the first one, the original, was so popular. I think the original cover was maybe like green or something, and the second one was purple.
Yeah. I feel like I also got a really cool soundtrack, and I think I got it from Le Chateau free with some album, but it was maybe like the Run Lola Run album or something like that. I gotta like search this because I don't think I'm saying it right. Maybe it was some kind of like dance kind of movie. I don't know. What else? There's lots of good ones.
Garden State.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the Zennial soundtrack, like, that fit right into where we were at that time.
Yeah. And you could all of these music people that paid for their CDs and stuff, you could make like your own playlist for friends and your significant others. And that was always like a nice gift to give like a boyfriend or a girlfriend to give them some love on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever did that.
I don't think we did. What would be our love songs?
This Must Be the Place by Talking Heads.
I had to introduce him to the Talking Heads, I'd have to say. But it's definitely one of my favorite ones. What else is there that we love? Otis Redding.
Yeah, Otis Redding.
What song? And then we also did, what was it? Otis Redding. That's how strong my love is.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how strong.
Well, and also Let's Stay Together by Al Green. That was our wedding dance song.
Oh, God, guys, you know what he did? He thought this was a really nice romantic gesture. And I am not like, I don't know, I think I've gotten like crotchety the older I got. But you had actually booked for us to learn a wedding dance to that song. And we like had to go see, what was that guy's name again?
I forget his name. He was great. But I did book the lessons for us, but prior to that, I thought I had the great idea that I would surprise Kathy by being this amazing dancer for our wedding, and so I spent the first few weeks
With them, you and that dude dancing.
being led in dancing lessons by this dance instructor in his basement.
Oh, he was nice. I loved
He was
watching
great,
you guys
but-
two-step together. It was so like cha-cha.
But much better once I revealed the surprise and thought, hey, maybe it would be a better dance if you knew what you were doing.
And then you roped me into doing it too, which was not something I felt like doing.
It was a lot of fun though, wasn't it?
It was fun, and we did get some good moves.
Our dance was awesome.
It was. I was proud of you.
Couldn't do any of it now.
Not at all. Not at all. And what else did we really like to listen to back then?
Oh, what was another wedding song? Was it Juliet by Royal Wood?
Oh, yes. And we had our friend Nathan play the piano.
Yeah.
While we walked up. And if you guys have listened to Royal Wood's Juliet, it is such a pretty song.
Beautiful.
Such a pretty song. I love that.
And what else? Oh, Just Breathe by Pearl Jam.
Oh
It's
my.
a lovely song.
What was that? Was that music for when we were sitting down?
Um,
Did you actually have a Pearl Jam
I think
song?
it was just instrumental though. Nathan played it as people were filing into the chapel, I think.
Oh my goodness.
He's
we were so
talented.
silly. He's very talented.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nathan Polnick.
Yeah.
Woo woo. Magical fingers. So, what else is going on in the music world of us? Have we seen any concerts lately?
I'm struggling to remember if we have.
This is terrible and embarrassing that we haven't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to a concert soon.
Didn't you go this summer to see?
Oh yeah,
somebody?
well I saw Ludacris
Ludicrous.
at the X or the Queen City X.
Yeah,
I
how
was
was
gonna
that?
call it Buffalo Days, but it was actually great. He did a bunch of medleys and all the songs he's guested on and soundtracks. But you know what was really interesting was it was like a 45-minute set and he had like a 5-minute break in the middle of it. But at that time, the DJ played "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana, and the crowd reacted as if Nirvana was actually there playing the song.
I love when a
was
crew
wild.
gets all together and feels the music together.
Yeah, there was like thousands of people jumping around and banging heads to "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
That's cool. It's like, is it like now like an oldie but a goodie for people now?
I don't know. I haven't heard it on
It
any
is on the radio.
classic rock stuff yet, but I don't know. The kids think it's old.
Our daughter has a Nirvana t-shirt and she is 8. I don't think she even has a clue. She couldn't name us.
No.
But she saw it at, what was it?
Where did she get that? Old Navy? Was it Old Navy?
I think I was going to say Zara Kids.
Maybe.
Or maybe something like that. What a girl. She has she wants to be cool hip, but not too girly. Even though she's in cheer with a big bow. Oh, we have 2 daughters. We could talk about our loves of our lives. The products of our love.
We could. You wanted to talk about our first Valentine's Day? Do you remember that one?
Oh no.
I felt like I was thinking about this and I had to, own up to it.
Okay, tell me.
Do you forget?
I forget.
Well, so it was, I think it was our first one. Might have been our second. But anyways, we were it was at your condo in Cathedral. And we were just going to do a nice little quiet, just us, Valentine's Day. And we were going to have fondue. And
I love fondue.
Yeah.
Like, what's better than fondue?
Yeah, fondue's awesome.
We need to do fondue.
Well, we got all the stuff bought all the stuff for it. We're gonna have a nice night and that doing fondue. But I fell asleep, had a nap on the couch while you were getting everything ready and got everything ready for it. And then I, brushed my eyes, woke up around 4:30. I said, "Whoa, where'd the time go?" I said, "Oh, Valentine's fondue is ready. How about that?" You weren't too pleased.
You should make me a fondue now.
A makeup fondue for it?
I want a makeup
Maybe
fondue.
you have a makeup fondue. That would be fun. But anyways,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have fallen asleep.
How dare you have a nap on a couch? That sounds wonderful. That's
Isn't it?
that's a Valentine's Day present now.
Let's go have a nap.
With chocolate. Oh. See, if I could have a perfect Valentine's Day, it would be me in like a chocolate factory where I could eat as much chocolate as I want, all the different kinds. You could have other desserts there too, I guess.
Like, I could take you to Willy Wonka's for,
Yeah, I
for
guess.
Valentine's Day.
Or like little macaroon. And I'll just like go and bite one of everything because I just love all of the food there.
That'd be either expensive for me or awkward for all the other customers as you're going through the case.
Why is there a bite out of my thing?
It's hard to resist going there and not trying everything.
It's true. It's true. So if we were going to do a romantic getaway, you and I, what would we do for, like, say we don't have the kids. We have the ability to book to do something. We have 4 nights. Go.
Ooh, 4 nights go.
Can't be too far.
You know what? I've got this restaurant that I saw somewhere in my phone in the notes app, buried deep, about some restaurant that I saw on
Where?
Food and Travel in Italy.
For 4
I think
days,
it's
you want to fly to Italy?
Yeah, well, you said romantic, and someone's taking care of the kids, so yeah.
I guess
we'll
you got
fly.
to take what you can
And
get.
I think it was in like Cinque Terre or something like that on the coast.
How do you remember this?
That's how my memory works. And anyways, I have a picture of us, having a meal as the sun goes down in Italy there.
That would be lovely. Let's do that, but for like 4D days, not 4 days.
Okay.
Mine, I think I would love to go to New York because I've never been, but I just would love to have like that quintessential, like have dinner, go to Broadway, and then like sleep in one of those like old hotels that like Home Alone was in or something like that. I don't know. I think that would be good. And again, more chocolate.
Yeah, of course. Chocolate.
Yeah. So let's leave with 3 songs for these guys to remember our romance.
Okay.
Okay, so what are they going to be? I think we have to do a Pearl Jam song.
Yeah, of course.
Which one?
Just Breathe.
I knew you were going to say that.
Beautiful song.
It's beautiful. He can play it on the guitar now. He feels really good about that. So, Just Breathe, and then This Must Be the Place,
Yeah,
and then Dancing on My Own.
probably. That's
Yeah.
a good choice.
Okay, guys, we're going to leave you with those 3 songs, and we want you all to have a wonderful Valentine's Day and enjoy your friends or family. You don't need a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a significant other to enjoy Valentine's Day. Just treat yourself.
Love, love.
Love, love.